What's up everybody, Iojiki here, and today I wanted to talk to you about my new hobby, and as you can probably tell from the title of the video, it's Warhammer 40k. Warhammer 40k has always been something that I've been interested in. I've seen it be played, I've looked at it, I thought it was really cool, but I never really had the motivation or the monetary means to get into it. And so I didn't really look into it too hard. However, a friend of mine was like, hey, I want to play some Warhammer, let's do it, get in here. So I'm like, all right, good. It was around the holidays, it's around the holidays that this time is coming out. I had some Amazon gift cards and stuff, so I wanted to kind of share my experiences of getting into Warhammer here. And this is going to be the first video in many videos kind of chronicling my journey through Warhammer. So I'm going to show you guys my thought processes for what the army that I chose, kind of what paints I've gone with, what is Warhammer in terms of what I understand it, because a lot of you guys have been playing Warhammer for a long time. Now you're either seeing this channel because you may be interested in Warhammer but maybe haven't taken the step, and I'm here to kind of show you what I did as a new player so that you can take the same steps or similar steps to getting into playing Warhammer if that's something that you're interested in. And it's also, these videos are also going to be for people who have been playing Warhammer for quite a while, and maybe you want to see what it's like from the perspective of somebody who is brand new to it again. So maybe you can relive those memories, because I think you guys have been playing it for a while if you're visiting the channel for that, because the game's been out for. So anyway, I'm gonna go through my thought process real quick and show you guys what I've learned so far, which is not a lot, and what you guys need to do to get into it, and show you what army I've chose. That's always something that either is like a debate between people. It's like a make or break. Some people hate you. So Warhammer 40k, what is it, right? So Warhammer is a miniature war game. It's a game in which you get miniatures and they come unassembled, unpainted. You build them yourself with some model glue or some super glue or whatever, and you combine it how you want. And then there's rules based on what actual pieces of equipment you have equipped to your characters. You build an army, they move in squads, you roll dice to determine if your shots hits and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. That's about my preliminary knowledge of Warhammer. I've seen some videos on YouTube showcasing like Warhammer being played, and of course I've read through as much as I can. There are two primary things that you need when you start Warhammer that I learned from everybody else. People say that you need the rulebook, or you need to look at the rulebook, and I don't have a copy of it here, but I have tried to skim some of the rules and stuff, because I'm not playing the game yet, the actual game yet. I didn't behoove to get a copy of the rulebook yet. And you also need a codex for your army, and the codex is just kind of like contains a bunch of lore for your army, as well as the background stats on all of your characters, as well as pictures of what they could look like. Now keep in mind, since you're building the models yourself, you don't actually have to stick with their recommended color schemes, but if you like them, then it's fairly easy to do. And so the codex gives you a lot of information, and it kind of makes it so that you want to decide if that's an army for you, I guess. A lot of people pick armies based on their aesthetics first, and then they go back and read through the codex. What I did was I made a list of like 7 different armies that were interesting to me, and I think I don't remember the exact list here. I think a few of them were on here. Some of them were being played by other people. If I have the list, I'll put it right here for you guys. But this is the preliminary list of armies that I thought were cool looking, and that's excluding any armies that I knew people around me were going to be playing. I think my buddy Mike is going to be playing the Tau, and the other people are going to be playing like Necrons and Chaos Space Marines, I believe is what it is. I don't know anything about their armies. I just know the names of them, and I kind of steered clear of it because variety is the spice of life. I'd like to have multiple different. So excluding their armies, I chose to pick something from the list that I thought looked really cool. And what I did was I tried to get samples of the codex, little bits of information, so that way I could potentially learn a little bit more about them, their aesthetics, their kind of mindset before I chose an army, because it's a big investment. I mean, these kits are pretty expensive. Luckily, Games Workshop, the company that makes makes all of Warhammer, came out with these kits called Start Collecting, which is where a lot of people recommended that I start. So I'll put a picture of some Start Collecting up, but basically they're these introductory kits where you can pay like maybe I don't know, like it ranges from, I think Games Workshop sells them for 85, but you can get them online for like cheaper. Some people sell them on eBay, some people sell them on Amazon. I think I've seen them as low as 75 upwards to like $100, right? Depending on which one you get, which army. Some army a little bit more expensive than others. But so I made a list of the armies that I liked, and I went through and I kind of read just a little bit of each one, and then finally settled on what army I wanted to play, and that is right here in the Start Collecting Space Wolves. So Space Wolves are actually pretty cool. They're sort of like a marine army. This is the box that it comes with. So the box, it's a fairly hefty box. This one contains 14 miniatures, but some of the other armies maybe contain a little bit less or a little bit more. Space Wolves is kind of a pretty succinct army because their whole lore is all of these guys are their own individual, like, you know, awesome dudes. Like, these guys are all super trained. Whereas another army like the Orcs or the Tyranids are maybe more of a swarmy army, like they kind of operate all together instead of just one entity being stronger than another. So their kind of tactics are swarming people, whereas this tactic could be a little bit less. So there's a couple of things that made me determine which one I wanted to go with as Space Wolf. And some people who don't like Space Wolves are going to be like, oh, turn off the video, but hear me out. So my reasoning for going Space Wolves is because I like wolves. I like the whole aesthetic that they brought. I thought it was really, really cool. And I liked the color scheme. And I also liked the fact that they were a small army. And for somebody who has kind of I play a lot of different games, but I also have kind of a budget restriction, and I wanted to pick an army that would be as cost effective as possible, whereas if I'd have gone something with like Orcs or Tyranids, would have been probably a big cost in maybe not the actual army. Like the actual models could be cheaper, but I would have to buy a lot more of them, so I didn't want to do that. But that's kind of why I chose Space Wolves originally. Plus, reading the lore is just so cool. Like the Codex had some really, really cool stories about Space Wolf. So I decided to go with that. And you guys may not like it or not, but that's kind of what I went with. In this hobby, a lot of you who have been playing for quite a while probably have multiple armies, and I don't. I mean, I have plans on making one army, so I wanted to make sure that the army I chose was that it spoke to me, because I probably won't ever get another army unless I get more money coming in serious. But I'm trying to be very frugal with it. So this is another thing too. I'm trying to, like, as part of the series, I want to show you guys like stuff I've done to try and save money on it, because the only reason why I got into this is I had Amazon gift cards, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna use that. And it's around Christmas time, so I really wanted to try and be as savvy as possible in regards to this stuff. So I'm gonna try to learn some tips and maybe share them with you guys during this. I haven't opened this yet. I wanted to save it for you guys, but we're not gonna really go through it in depth because all that's here is gonna be a lot of sprues. But I want you guys to be able to see kind of what's in it. I didn't want to do just an unboxing video. I kind of wanted to show you guys what I'm seeing here and what you guys can expect if you're going to get into Warhammer. Still don't understand. So it comes with the little bases here. You can see it's kind of being reflected off of my camera here, but little bases for your models, and then you have a box here where it came in, and inside of this box are all of your sprues. These are called sprues, and they have different stuff on it. You can see this one has maybe like a chain sword. Here's a regular sword. Here's a claw. Here's a power fist. These are all like your different stuff. Here's some like knee pads, it looks like, and here's some like grenades and stuff like that. I don't know. But then you also have like these being your wolves that you can break apart and turn them into cool wolves. I don't know, I got some really cool stuff in here. So there's a lot of different sprues in here, and what you'll do is you'll I have a lot of this stuff already, but you'll take these little things and just pop them out, and that, yeah, they just come like normal colored, and what you do is you pop them out and paint them and stuff. So I'm actually really excited. You definitely have to have like a certain type of personality to enjoy it, but if you guys are enjoying or you guys are interested in the whole Warhammer 40k, either you've been playing it or you're interested to see kind of how it works, and from a beginner's perspective, I'm going to be kind of documenting everything that I'm learning. So I'd like to share that with you guys if you're interested in that, and if you're not, and if this isn't it, this is not going to be my entire content on my channel, obviously, because my channel's been a lot of other things. We're still game jumping. We still play lots of different games. Have a lot of different games in the works as well. This is just one facet. It's just another game to jump to. So if the Warhammer stuff does not interest you, that's fine. You can watch my other content as well. But I hope you guys do enjoy it no matter what. If you guys have been playing for a while, please let me know down below any tips that you happen to have, or whether you like Space Wolves or whatever. Maybe you just want to shout stuff at me about not picking your favorite army, but I really do appreciate any kind of feedback. If you guys are interested in joining me in this journey, then you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you like. I probably won't be doing any live streams about Warhammer. I'll probably just be making videos, but I mean, I appreciate all kinds of feedback with it. And if you guys are new to Warhammer as well, let me know what you guys are interested in learning, because maybe you're in a situation where I am, where the monetary value is like you don't have enough money to get into it right now. And if you're kind of in that situation where you don't have the money to get into it, maybe you want to see how much money it would actually cost you to go through this whole thing, I'm going to kind of give you a kind of a real look at how much it's going to cost and how much time is involved, because it's a big time sink as well. I'm going to show, I'll probably record doing the paints and stuff, what paints I chose, show you guys kind of whole my paint process. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be like you guys are here with me the entire time. And if you guys are new to Warhammer and that's something you're interested in, let me know. And if you guys are already playing Warhammer already and you want to experience it again anew with a new player, then try not to judge me too harshly. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys liked it, let me know. Hit that like, leave me a comment, tell me what you thought, and I really am looking forward to this journey with you guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Later.